Hello team, Coach Tim here. It's my favorite but least time of the year here at Promontory. Favorite because I love the fall colors, so fall weather. It's just without a doubt my favorite season here up at the club. It's my least favorite because I have to say goodbye to all of you until next season. But I thought I'd try and leave you all with one tip, one last tip for the year. And it's kind of a fun tip. It's a little bit of a sexy tip. It's that golf shot that we see out on tour where the guys and gals hit it on a lower trajectory or it takes one or two bounces and then stops, okay? So you can see I've got my TrackMan here, camera there, another camera here. I'm just gonna go ahead and set up, try and execute this golf shot. We'll take a look at that data and we'll see which parameters really seem to be impactful for you guys to be able to utilize and try and measure this winter while you're using the simulators here at the hills, or if you're lucky enough to have one at the house. Again, hopefully you can use these variables to have a better understanding of how to hit this golf shot. So without further ado, can't hit it much better than that.
Okay, team, so here is the data that I want you to be looking at for that specific shot. And I want you to be paying attention to a couple of very important parameters. Let's start off with this one first, launch angle, okay? We want you launching the golf ball with this strike somewhere in between a 25 to 35 degree window. What exactly does that mean, or how do we visualize that? How can we measure that without having a TrackMan? Well, consider stepping on the face of a 5-iron with the shaft on the ground. However much that shaft comes up is right around 25 degrees. A 7-iron is going to give you 35 degrees. So if you can visualize that trajectory, that's where you want to kind of try and strike the golf ball on that trajectory. That gives you a decent idea of what that window is. Okay, so the second concept that I want us to be discussing is both carry distance and spin rate. And a golf ball needs to have approximately at least 100 rotations per minute for every yardage of carry. So this is a pretty good strike. Just to at least start that conversation, you want to have 100 rotations per minute per yard. The most elite players in the world are doing almost 2 and 2.5, right? So for this specific shot right here, it's well within the range of me creating enough spin to create that 1 and 2 hops and then making the golf ball stop. Another factor for me is club path, right? Whenever I am swinging more to the left, I have a better chance of keeping the club face square to slightly open, which helps me create more spin. Here's the shape of that swing circle, and you'll notice that that golf club is definitely arcing left through impact, but is also launching that golf ball almost directly towards the red flag, which was what my target was, okay? Look how little the golf club is closing after impact. So that golf ball launched incredibly straight. Last, let's discuss my angle of attack. It needs to be significantly down for me and my 56-degree wedge to have a better chance of launching the golf ball inside that 25 to 35 degree window. When I swing down on the golf ball more with a club that has that much loft, I have a better chance of creating that friction to allow me to create these better spin numbers. Note as how I swing the golf club back and of course down, you'll see that downward angle of attack. You're also going to see that I don't take a very big divot. So even with a very downward angle of attack, you don't have to have your golf club feel like it gets stuck in the grass. That would take away speed that might affect my ability to create friction and spin the golf ball. One last comment. Through the hitting area, with this downward angle of attack, my club face needs to be square to slightly open. That gives me a better chance of launching the golf ball online and with some height, whereas if the club face was too closed, it would launch low and left and negatively affect this golf shot.
So consider playing with those parameters. If you spend some time and just kind of investigate what those parameters do share with you. I think you're going to find your own way of being able to hit that low spinning check shot and impress the rest of the members next year here at the club. All the best.